Connery Curious!
Saga, Last Crusade, You Only Live Twice, and the Anderson Tapes, Murder on the Orient Express.
You never know what the wheel's gonna spin next. Marty and a woman of straw, and a wounded man in Africa. We are curious of the filmography of Sir Sean Connery.
I've begun recording the Connery Curious tapes, and if my calculations are correct,
this should match up perfectly.
My tape should sync up perfectly with the tape that Mario will send to me.
My tape
I will have half of my
match
conversation,
perfectly.
and he will have half of his. I'm going to enter the Connery Curious tapes now. I'm in the Connery Curious tapes.
Let's try to enter the Connery Curious tapes.
And we will synchronize in 3, 2, 1. Synchronize. Mario Lima, can you hear me?
Dylan Titus, I can't hear you.
Well, I'm guessing that would be because these are pre-recorded tapes that we're syncing up with each other. Wouldn't that be?
Hello?
As I said before, this is Dylan Titus. I think we're almost in sync now. How about, do you think now, Mario, that we are in sync?
Dylan Titus?
That's right,
Yes.
It's me, Dylan Titus.
It is a Yes.
Yes, we are pre-recorded.
How are you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
Good. I'm doing great.
And how's the weather out there?
Good. I'm doing great.
Good, I'm doing great.
The weather's fine. It's a bit windy.
Spaghetti.
What did you have for dinner today?
3 churches.
How many churches are in your town?
I want to go to 6 Flags.
What do you want to do this weekend?
Churches. 3 of them.
What's the thing you said before we're talking about amusement parks?
This is a pre-recorded tape. It should be synchronizing just about
now.
Now. Okay, I think we're in it.
Okay, I think we're in it.
Mario Lima.
Dylan Titus.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Me
I'm
too.
doing fine. I'm doing fine. Oh man, remember these Zoom calls we used to do, man?
I do remember these Zoom calls. I don't think we're going to be able to do Zoom because we've had to pre-record these onto VHS tape, and pray that they can be synchronized later. I've
really
recorded
hope.
mine separately, and you've recorded yours separately.
Yes.
And we've just got to hope that the conversations line up.
Hopefully. Well, what's the conversation even about?
Well, I think we should give some context first, because we are sitting here in the proving ground, but on VHS tape. And this is how we're conversing with each other, because we were not, through circumstances, not able to meet here tonight. So we did our pre-recorded best. High five, bud. Wait.
This way.
There we go. There we go.
Try to get ready. 1, 2, 3.
High five.
My
We
hand
did
is
it.
a lot bigger than yours, but it's okay.
It's eating me. His hand is eating me. Yes, so the conversation on tonight, the seat of the spin, what?
The seat of the spin.
Welcome to Connery Curious.
Yes, the podcast where each week myself and Dylan Titus here go through every single film in the vast, amazing filmography of Sir Sean Connery. And tonight, we are talking about
1971's
Yes.
1971's. I hope Mario knows pre-recorded that I burped during this recording. I hope he can find some way to comedically line that up without having seen my tape previously.
Something smells like Pringles all of a sudden.
We are watching 1971's The Anderson Tapes, starring Sean Connery, Diane Cannon, Martin Balsam, Stan Gottlieb, Alan King, and a young Christopher Walken.
Oh,
and directed
hell yeah.
by a director we've seen a number of times on this podcast before, Sidney Lumet. What other films have we seen by him? Let's whittle that down just to make sure so we've got The Anderson Tapes, we've got The Hill, we've got The Offense, we've got Murder on the Orient Express, and we've got Family Business.
Bangers.
Indeed.
Bangers.
5 films, wow.
And before going into this, man, I gotta say, before we get into it, I'm looking at like a lot of the stuff here. I always talk about posters.
I love this poster.
This poster would go great with my Man with the Deadly Lens poster that you got me for my birthday.
Can you enable screen sharing?
Like,
So I can put that
oh
on?
yes, is that enabled? Let's see.
It is not.
It should be now.
I don't know what I'm talking about, given that this is a pre-recorded session.
Yeah, right.
But you were referring to this poster?
Yeah, like that. We gotta put that one next to the "Wrong is Right" poster that you got me with the camera Bond pose, and those two are
Nice
like
big-
they need to be together. 'Cause I think yeah. Because small spoiler alert. I think I enjoyed this equally as much as I enjoyed that movie. "Wrong is Right." There it is. Yeah. Oh, they look perfect.
A big one. Why is there no like big versions of this?
Big.
Hold on. We're gonna do this right. Jesus, there's no big versions of this poster.
Well, close enough. They're the same. Yeah, same situation. That's obviously it was the Spanish version.
Yes.
But yeah, I have the English version. But yeah, the two of those together, oh my god, they're such cool looking posters, man. Awesome.
Yeah, I really like the Anderson Tapes poster. It's very nice.
So good, so good.
Very simplistic. I really like minimalistic art. Oftentimes, the graphic design work I do is very, very minimalistic, and it's just more pleasing to me than something super busy. So, even though, like, you know, a Drew Struzan poster for Star Wars or Indiana Jones or something is so rich in detail that you get lost in it.
Yeah.
But to that same extent, I'll take a minimalist Star Wars poster as well.
Absolutely. And also, quick side note, seeing that picture of Wrong is Right also reminded me, this past week was Sean Connery's birthday.
It was.
He
It
would have
was.
been, how old? He would have been,
So he would have been 94.
wow.
Yeah.
Happy heavenly birthday to the late great Sean Connery. That was cool we were posting like pictures of him and stuff, and like a lot of the Instagram was like, you know, we have a lot of Sean Connery people in our Instagram community sharing the boss's picture. It's awesome. Awesome to see.
Well, shall we talk about more sharing of pictures?
Yeah, man.
In The Anderson Tapes, a film about the sharing of pictures and film and audio recordings.
Yes, I'm ready for it. Finally, we've almost covered every single movie in the theme song.
Only one left is Marnie.
Marnie, and then
Yeah.
we'll be done. We'll be
Yeah.
done with the theme song movies. Look at that. Tremendous.
Do we celebrate it in some way?
We'll probably just talk about it when Marnie comes up.
Okay.
I know the joke before was like every time that it would come up in the theme song,
We'd say it.
We'd solo the vocal and be like, you know, Anderson Tapes. Or
Well,
something.
I was just thinking about that when we have Sean back for if we have Sean back for Highlander 2. Fuck it. When? Because we're all musicians. We should be here at the studio and we should get our guitars out and we should play the theme song live. But do what we did the last time and go, Zardoz, Last Crusade, you only live twice, and the Anderson tapes.
Zardoz. That'd be awesome. I'd be down for that.
We need to play it live at some point.
Yeah, we never probably, you know, if we ever do this live show at the end, and maybe that'll be the thing as we play it live.
Which, looking at how, you know, it's funny. Going back to when we started this podcast, we're like, it's 75 movies. We can finish this in a year and a half. It's going to take us over 2 years to do this.
Yeah, I could. Dude, time has flown, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
right now we're on a schedule of 2 weeks, so it's going to take a little bit longer. I'm sure we'll probably have at least one more small break, maybe even just like a 2-week break before the end. Who knows? And then Sir Billy.
And a grand finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird to see how fast time is. Like, I mean, fuck. Recording Wrestling's Real yesterday. When we started recording, Andrew mentions in the episode. This is we've been doing that podcast for a year.
Holy cannoli!
And it feels like we just started that, and figuring out that this was like almost 2 years. It feels.
Yeah.
It also feels weird. It feels like we started this a year ago, and
we're only on film 61.
And it's still a few more left, man. But we're getting there.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to talk about this one, man. Anderson tapes. There's so much to say about this movie, man. So.
I've seen this one before. Shall I do the trailer voice?
Do that trailer voice.
Okay. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Look at this. This is just beautiful.
Ooh, the trailer.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Fucking funky, dude.
All right.
We'll talk about why it's so funky in a minute. But.
Indeed. Well, while the trailer plays, I'll do the trailer voice.
Yes.
After 10 years in prison to protect a mafia family, Duke Anderson is released and he cashes in a debt of honor with the mob to bankroll a caper.
That was from IMDb. Let's see if Rotten Tomatoes has a better one.
Rotten Tomatoes had.
Do you want to do a trailer voice?
I could try. Yeah,
I want to hear Mario's trailer voice.
All right. You might get it. A good one too. Because
that's a good one on Rotten Tomatoes.
My voice is a little
got
fucked
a paragraph.
up, so it might be a little deeper. So we'll try my best here. Hopefully, I can still read English. All right.
Poirot.
Yeah, hopefully we haven't like fucked up after like pronounce here.
You know, Jahan. Damn it.
Fuck. All right, here we go. Okay.
Anderson.
Fuck. Burger. Shit. All right, I'm ready for it. Here we go. Ready? Oh, you got it right in front of me, so I can actually look at this. This is better. Okay. To keep kayfabe that we're looking at each other. John Duke Anderson is a burglar recently released from prison. Okay, let me start again. I'm back. Ready? Here we go. John Duke Anderson is a burglar recently released from prison who returns to his ex-girlfriend after 10 years to find her living in an expensive New York apartment building as the mistress of a wealthy man. That's a fucked up sentence. I'll try it again. One more time.
You don't have to. You're good.
No, because they fucks me up when they put the fucking actor in there.
Yeah.
So if
it ruins the flow of your reading.
Yeah, I'm like, where the fuck am I going, bro? All right, I got
Feel free to do this. Is a burglar Sean Connery? Or actually, no, don't worry about it. They put it weird. Is a burglar like the burglar is played by Sean Connery, but John Anderson is not.
Let's try it again. John Duke Anderson is a burglar recently released from prison who returns to his ex-girlfriend after 10 years to find her living in an expensive New York apartment building as the I'm gonna do it in sections.
Okay. You got this, dude.
I can't fucking read out. Okay, ready?
Do you want me to zoom in?
No, I can see it. I just keep getting the fucking run sentences are fucking with me, man. John Duke Anderson is a burglar recently released from prison who returns to his ex-girlfriend after 10 years to find her living in an expensive New York apartment as the mistress of a wealthy man. Having learned nothing behind bars, Duke plots to rob every tenant in the building in a single grab and works quickly to hire his team of thieves. What the gang doesn't realize is that the building is under heavy surveillance from various agencies. That was all right. That was better than the sentence, I guess.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. You got a good trailer voice.
Thank you. I try. I just can't read.
Yeah, just take it slow. It's all good.
That's it.
Gotta take it slow, you know.
Take it slow. I guess not.
Unlike Connery right out of the elevator in this movie.
Oh, man.
That is one of my favorite parts of this movie. I haven't gotten laid in 10 years. It lists the whole thing, and she goes, and he goes, shit.
When they were fucking, that's all I wanted them to be making those noises.
Shit.
Shit. Oh, my God. So good.
Mario, is this the horniest movie we've watched on this podcast?
I think so, man. Holy shit. Like, Diane Cannon is a stone cold fox, brother. I was like,
yes, she
let's
looks amazing
go.
in this film.
I was like, it was maybe like, yeah, like, but they, very. Is this PG? No, okay. Is it PG? I don't know. I was shocked.
Do you even pay attention to ratings anymore?
I was just shocked not to see boobage in this one, man. They were very censored in this movie, but we see blood easily in this movie. So I was
PG,
like,
rated PG.
Shit, man. I want to see the X-rated cut of this movie.
And they only say the F word 1,000 times. Not
Right?
not fuck.
Yeah, I was really shocked at that. I was like, holy shit, man.
They say the F word more than we say fuck on this podcast.
Oh, man, it was crazy. Like it hit in funny ways, though, in certain
Oh, yeah, it was
spots.
definitely funny at points.
Yeah, like
where
when-
everyone was identifying him by the same word.
Yeah, like when they're like when the bellhop calls the agency to like confirm this guy's coming in to check the decorations or whatever, and it's like, oh, he's like, I'm paraphrasing, he's 5'6", whatever hair.
Yeah.
He's an F word. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like that made me laugh. And I was like, shit, man.
And Martin Balsam is not a gay man either. So, and you remember where else we've seen him in this podcast?
He looks very familiar, so it was bothering
He
me.
plays Signor Bianchi on Murder in the Orient Express.
Oh, fuck, man. Hell yeah. He's also, like, what else is he? Oh, I gotta look at his shit. I feel like I've
he's
seen
in
him.
Psycho. He's in Breakfast at Tiffany's. All the President's Men. He's quite a prolific actor.
Yeah, he's like one of those guys you see him everywhere, bro. But yeah, he was awesome. Like the whole crew was awesome, man. Like it's a fucking bitchin' movie, dude. Like I'm excited to get into it. But let's talk about something that like we're probably gonna talk bit about.
One of Martin Balsam's final roles is The Silence of the Hams,
Silence of the Hams?
a comedy
Is that
thriller
Dom
film.
DeLuise?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta see this, dude. What? I love Dom DeLuise. He's got the butterfly effect poster going.
No, it's Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, it is Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Well, that's enough of that.
Dude, DeLuise Curious would make me so happy.
Diving
Oh my
into
God.
DeLuise.
Diving into DeLuise.
Dommy dive.
Dom Dive. Oh, the Dom Dive. I like that one, too. But yeah, what was I saying?
All right. So we're going to talk about something that's better than...
Oh, no. Something that made me so excited about this movie
Yes.
was the fucking music by the same
Quincy
guy,
Jones.
the fucking same dude who fucking composed the Austin Powers movies, Quincy Jones. Oh man, I was so excited because I was like, man, this shit's fucking funky. I love it. I didn't pay attention to the opening credits. And I didn't see Quincy Jones' name. I went to go look it up. Like,
I'm pretty sure I told you that this was Quincy Jones' score.
I stoner brain made me forget that, man, because I was like, this is funky as shit. I look it up, I'm like, Quincy Jones. which
Some of it's funky as shit. Some of it is. We'll get to it in our music rating, but
wait, hold on. He's still
What?
alive, right?
yeah,
Do me and
91.
me and Quincy Jones have the same birthday.
Oh my god! Wow.
Because me and Michael Caine have the same birthday, and I thought that it was always Michael Caine and Albert Einstein for me. I didn't know Quincy Jones had the same birthday as me,
Look
bro.
at that!
Yo, I got a Quincy Jones connection. That's dope.
Wow.
Quincy Jones.
Can I make another connection
Sure.
to this? So, folks at home, context, it's not going to come out when we're mentioning it, but this is when we're filming it. Mario, what is this weekend coming up?
It's Labor Day, right?
Yeah. You know when this movie takes place?
Oh, Labor Day.
Labor Day
bro.
weekend.
Labor Day week. Holy shit. I didn't make that connection.
Yeah.
I just realized it. Wow.
So look at this. Your birthday. It's the times are syncing up, man. This is a sacred podcast.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that's a simulation, dude. It's insane, bro. The shit that fucking happened. And you texted me you sent me a very loud voice memo of you freaking out. Tell about the license plate thing.
Yes. Okay. So, right before we recorded this podcast, we did a podcast with one of our previous guests, Lex. And one of the thieves in this movie goes under the code name of Socks. So on my way to work the other day, on the highway, I'm passed by two cars. The first says Socks, S-O-C-K-S. And the second says Skylex, S-K-Y-L-E-X. And I always try to interpret stupid meanings of license plates as a fun game. And I'm like, does that mean that since we've invited Lex on the podcast, that the sky's the limit? Is our podcast going to succeed from here now that we're talking about a film with a character named Socks? And Sean Connery, as Forrester, liked to turn his socks inside out. I don't know what that means. It means I need a drink of water.
Take a drink of water. But yeah, I think that's a hilarious comparison. There's always like weird little things that happen before recording. I was like, holy shit, man. I can't believe that. Oh, we just had one. I'll tell you a funny one about Wrestling's Real. So it's kind of like, if you listen to Wrestling's Real, you get a little bit of spoiler. But
Yeah.
I guess close your ears. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't care.
Oh.
But we're like, we recorded an episode last night, and we're talking about, we do one a month. And so we're like, let's do a Halloween episode. There's Halloween pay-per-views that have happened. But for some reason, we were talking about the era where they had a lot of guest hosts on Raw and SmackDown, like Hugh Jackman, like famous actors. I remember Will Sasso came on when they were doing that god-awful Three Stooges movie. And like they came out as the Three Stooges and they were in the ring.
They were great. They're great as the Three Stooges. The movie is just weird.
Yeah, it's a weird movie, like with like just weird references, but like they embody those characters.
Like
It's so
Jersey
good.
Shore characters show up.
Yeah,
in
I
that.
was like, I thought that was weird, but they had some funny fucking bits in that movie.
But they do a great job as the
Yeah.
Stooges. They're phenomenal.
Yeah, better writing, they could do it better one, I think. But so we're like, oh yeah, well, what could we do? But we want to do one of those guest host ones, and there's one with the Muppets, where the Muppets showed up for Raw and like guest hosted Raw, and it's really fucking funny. It's like Kermit and his piggy and like Beaker and like all these
Oh
different,
my
like,
God.
interacting with wrestlers during the episode. And so we're like, all right, let's fucking do that. You know, we kind of did a Halloween one, and Andrew goes to look at the air date. I forget the year, but it's on October 31st. It's a Halloween episode. It aired on Halloween. And
Holy shit!
And it's not technically a Halloween episode, but it is.
Wow.
It's a Halloween episode. They aired on
Wow.
Halloween with the Muppets. And so we're like, man, it's just like simulation, bro. It's like the algorithm knows what you should be covering
Well,
that week. It's crazy.
I was at the dollar store the other day, and all their Halloween stuff was already out, and I bought some stuff so we can decorate the set.
Oh, hell yeah.
No matter what the movie is, we'll be having a Halloween week. So.
Oh, man. I got some fun ideas for that, actually.
What,
Yeah,
out of curiosity, what movie could we get that would just not fit Halloween at all? Oh, wow, the wheel has not been updated here. What's going on? Hell Drivers? I think Hell Drivers would probably be. Just based on the name, you know? Hell.
True.
Wow, there's still a bunch of names on there.
I feel like we should do, like, some kind of Connery Halloween costume thing at some point.
Well,
like,
maybe for that Halloween episode, you want to dress up as...
Yeah, I think we should dress up as our favorite Connery characters.
Well, I was at Spirit Halloween the other day after I was at the dollar store.
Where's there a Spirit Halloween opened already? I haven't seen any yet.
In Attleboro, in the plaza behind the dispensary.
Oh, so we'll probably not. Like, I think we'll get one. We usually get one on Route 6 here in Seekonk and stuff. So we'll probably get them soon. But yeah, continue.
I walked through for a second and I almost bought the like warrior cloak that was basically just the Connor McLeod cloak.
Oh.
So I just let my hair down and be the Highlander.
You Highlander. I think you'd make a good Green Knight.
Oh, okay.
I really want to be Henry Jones Sr. I really want to do that.
You got the outfit?
Like I could put it together. I gotta like look for the stuff. I can dye my shit white if I have to. Let my hair kind of grow out a little bit and shave the top more. So I like the hair, and I could buy some round glasses and like put it together. Like it's a very simple costume, you know.
Yeah,
So.
the either Connor McLeod or the Green Knight would probably be the best bet for me, given my hair.
Yeah, all you really gotta do for the Green Knight is just like, you know, get some like green glitter, and like just put like leaves and shit over you and whatever. Like you're basically Poison Ivy, you know. But like also get, you know.
Well, I'd have to get the thing is I have to get a costume for that, like a real costume.
See if you can find a Gene Simmons like cheap costume and then just
And
paint
spray
it green.
paint it, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would look fucking sick, bro. Holy shit.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That was so fun to
That's a fun
do a
movie,
commentary
though.
for.
But yeah, man, the people are waiting.
Let's get back to the Anderson tapes.
Let's start this conversation.
Wikipedia?
Wikipedia, let's hit it.
Safecracker John Duke Anderson is released after 10 years in prison. He immediately renews his relationship with his old girlfriend, Ingrid Everly. While Anderson was away in prison, Ingrid has been kept by a wealthy man named Werner, who put her up in an upper-class apartment block in Manhattan. Anderson determines rapidly to burgle the entire apartment in a single sweep, filling a furniture van with the proceeds. He gains financing from a nostalgic mafia boss, Pat Angelo, and gathers his four-man crew. Included in the crime team is an ancient ex-con drunk, Pop, who was released from prison the same day as Anderson, and the Kid, played by Christopher Walken.
Dude, fucking Walken is fucking dope too, bro.
Why do I feel like we've seen Alan King in something else? Forgive me, I'm just... Duh! Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We have seen Alan King before. Do you remember where? He plays where we've seen him before.
It's a Connery movie?
Yep. He plays, here's the hint, somebody who knows Connery very well. Keep in mind the wording I just used there.
That knows Connery the man very well, or like the character he plays? The man himself?
What movie have we watched where a character knows Sean Connery?
Oh, holy shit! Is it good? I'm just throwing it out there. Is it gonna be Memories of Me?
He's the dad in Memories of Me.
Oh, motherfucker! He's the dad?
Yeah.
No, he's not. I gotta look at
Yes,
another picture of
he
him.
is. He's the dad.
Oh, I just
hold
clicked
on.
on. I clicked on the Wikipedia. Now I see it. Oh, motherfucker! This dude's everywhere, man. This movie's everywhere for us.
So
We
yeah,
can't-
second time we've seen Alan King.
We can't escape that movie. That's so funny.
That was such a good movie.
yeah.
It was
it's-
so good.
So many connections, bro. Holy shit.
That is crazy. He plays Abe in Memories of Me. But yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's insane, bro.
Wow, I didn't even know that until just now when I looked. Oh my god. And he's also in On the Fiddle.
Really?
We're going to see him again in On the Fiddle.
Oh, holy shit, dude.
Wow. I've got this whole Wikipedia open and I barely noticed any of these. And he's in The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars.
Was he playing the Brave Little Toaster?
Supreme Commander.
That's hilarious. Oh, yeah, he was in Casino.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so excited to see On the Fiddle now to complete our Alan King trilogy.
Who knew we were going to get an Alan King trilogy?
That was so... I loved him in Memories of Me. I can't believe I forgot that was him.
Wow, yeah. I mean, he's older, obviously, in
Yeah.
memories, but that's cool, man. That's a cool connection.
Wow. Unwittingly, Anderson is under pervasive surveillance almost the entire operation, from the earliest planning to the execution. This includes a private detective hired by Werner to eavesdrop on his mistress Ingrid, the Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs checking on a released drug dealer, Walken, the FBI investigating the Black Panthers and the interstate smuggling of antiques, so that covers Spencer and Martin Balsam, and where we go? I'm sorry, and the IRS, which is after the mob boss who is financing the operation. So there's Alan King. So literally everyone is under surveillance. The various surveilling federal, state, and municipal agencies all have different missions and targets, so none is able to connect the dots and anticipate the robbery. All right, we'll leave it there. That is such a fucking brilliant setup. That might be one of the best setups of any movie that we've watched on this podcast so far.
Oh, yeah.
Robbery is being planned. Literally everyone is under different forms of surveillance. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's insane, and how everything connects afterwards. Like, it's a tremendous heist movie. Like, it's just so well done, and it's so cool. Can we talk about just how dope Christopher Walken looks?
He looks great. Christopher Walken looks very good.
And like,
though
this
I
is
will
like-
say, I saw him, and he gave me the same energy. Young Christopher Walken gives me the same energy as Caleb Landry Jones. Look up Caleb Landry Jones.
Caleb Landry.
And when you see him, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I get it. That's young Christopher Walken. Like, he gives a good vibe on screen, sort of, but there's a
this
craziness
dude.
behind the eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or he's good at playing crazy.
Yeah, something there. Wasn't he like the Banshee in X-Men?
I think so, yes.
That's cool. But yeah, he looks dope, man, and it's just cool to see him. And like, I was talking to again Andrew from Wrestling's Real about where we're covering this movie, and talking about that connection, and he's like, and Kyle chimes in, you mean to tell me Sean Connery is mixing up with Matt Zorin? And I was like, this is not even the craziest thing. He at one point in another movie, Sean Connery kisses Drax, and he's like, no fucking way. So he's like,
On the lips.
Yeah. I'm like, you got to see these fucking movies, man. There's so many crossovers of Roger Moore villains with Connery. It's so much fun. But yeah, he looks so cool, man, and like, and he still's got that classic, the Walkenisms, It's like, hey, but his voice is very different.
Well,
this might be the first time I've seen like very young Christopher Walken in a movie.
Same. This is the only young Walken I've seen. But you just said about his voice. I have a quick note. At 22:36, punch it in, Dylan. We get an ADR line of Christopher Walken going, "You? No."
Kid, did I scare you?
You? No.
and it's so at odds with all the rest of the dialogue that it doesn't even sound like it's Christopher Walken. Anyway, continue.
But yeah, no, I just think he's really cool, and it's just like really cool to see him and Connery mix it up, man. Like I was like, oh shit, like I forget everything, and I was like, we talked about it last week. We're like, oh yeah, fucking Walken's in this, Quincy Jones is doing the music, and I was like, I guess it's kind of cool to be a fucking stoner because you forget shit, and then you get to like get re-excited about it. Like, oh my god, Walken's here, man. He looks like a fucking $1 million.
As long as that stuff's not too important.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh no, I forgot Mom's birthday.
Yeah, right. But I fucking forgot Christopher Walken was in this movie as well. But yeah, he's fucking cool, man. He's super fucking cool. And my first note, Connery, right at the beginning. Right at the fucking beginning.
My first note is, oh no.
Oh yeah, little colorful language there. That's a little triggering, but
he compares safe cracking to sexual assault.
You could say he said rape. Like it was like couldn't you have just said sex? It's like so many people compare like stuff like that to sex. It's like, oh man, this steak was like sex. You know what I mean? That's fine, but like don't say rape, bro. And the descriptive stuff of like forcing yourself in, bro. Like come on, man, come on.
He found himself enjoying it.
Like you're off to a bad start, man, but then you kind of grow to like him a little bit afterwards. But like I was like after that, I'm like, oh bro, I hope fucking John Duke Anderson ain't gonna be a fucking creep this whole fucking movie, man.
He's
like,
not so much a creep, more of just an asshole.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole. He's a fucking criminal.
He does have some morals, as we see when the violence starts happening. He doesn't want violence. Yeah. That's the most moral he gets, is he doesn't want violence. He doesn't want people actually getting hurt.
Is this a second? Because what do you call it? It's a Family Business is a heist movie too, right?
And another Sidney Lumet film.
Yeah, so like I love seeing Connery doing a heist, man. It's so cool.
The two do have a lot in common. Yeah.
So yeah, very much so. I like just from the mafia kind of standoff when he goes to talk to them. I'm thinking about them at the frickin' at the butcher shop or whatever. In the booth talking shit and whatever.
When Connery slaps
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah, like it's cool. So like, we'll get more into it, like, because in my mind now I don't want to lose it. Obviously, music is tremendous, but man, this movie, if you're not ready for it and you're sensitive to certain sounds, will drive you crazy.
Yeah, strong recommendation to have that remote control by you to adjust the volume at a moment's notice.
And if you're wearing headphones, don't
take
do
them
it.
off. Take them off.
I sat here and watched it at my desk, and it was like scrambling my brain. At one point, I thought the copy I was watching like fucked. I went to go pause, making sure it was my computer making that noise. I was like, what the fuck are these beepings? And like there's like a establishing shot of Connery approaching the building. It's like this blip 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 and whatever. Drove me nuts. So I was like, I hope the whole movie's not like this. But then it gets saved when Quincy Jones fucking.
But see, that's part of the music, though. That is literally part of the score, so we're gonna have to factor that into our rating, because
unfortunately
half of the score is just awesome fucking funk grooves that 1000% you would hear if you walked into a vinyl shop. You know what I mean? Somebody would be spinning that. Like if I went to my buddy Zach's shop it's in Boston now, Music Research Library. Check it out, folks. Music Research Library in Boston. It's something he would 100% have spinning, like, because it's so good, and you can hear like the roots of hip hop in it. You know what I mean? Like half of the grooves, you're like, oh yeah, the Wu-Tang would spit over this, like, but then half of the music is also just and just high pitched fucking whirring. I don't know if you could hear that on Zoom, but
yeah, I probably will probably hear it in post. But like,
it's just high pitched whirring and beeping and it's sudden too, oftentimes without warning.
Yeah, it just hits you so hard, man. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I'm like,
Sine waves.
as I'm listening to him, like, oh man, I'm gonna give the fucking music a fucking 0 and this shit, man. This is gonna be fucking terrible when we come to the rating. And then Quincy starts, and Quincy, like that, the one that like got me, like I had a big smile when they get to the fucking the bellhop and they're doing the whole thing. Like Christopher Walken's doing this thing with the camera. He's like, hey chief, let me in here, and they're distracting the bell guy and whatever, bellhop, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
And the music fucking hits. I'm like, oh, here we go. Now it feels like a fucking heist movie. And I wonder how much of this influenced other movies of its kind, because you even hear this in like more contemporary films. Like I feel like what's a good example? Maybe Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
that
not, but
definitely
like,
draws a lot from that
but
kind of feel.
but just that like that wah pedal sort of like funky horn section, cool.
It borders on porn.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I mean, that's just how the music was. I mean,
So does this movie.
every once in a while, I toss on Ron Jeremy's Porno Sonic. You ever listen to that record?
No, I haven't.
Oh, listen to that fucking record. It's just fucking funky 70s sex music, and it's fucking dope as shit. But it sounds like, you know, Quincy shit, man. Like it's it's funky bass riffs and shit. It's Porno Sonic, man. It's dope. It's dope. Fucking old porn music, but it's like
It's not.
it hits.
It's not old.
How old is it?
So the albums claim to be soundtracks from non-existent, unreleased porn movies, but they are modern creations. 1999.
Really?
Yes.
It's still dope, though. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah. Unreleased 70s porno music and Cream Streets.
Cream Street. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it.
It's fucking dope, though.
Cream Streets.
Like the Dick Daggers theme
Oh my god.
is fucking dope. Like I love that shit. So good.
You want a spider pussy? Sex-starved secretaries from Taken Dictation. Oh my god. So, the very first like big concert I ever went to was Aaron Carter. I
Oh,
won the
rest in
tickets.
peace.
I won the ticket. Yes, indeed. I won the tickets on Radio Disney. But the opener for Aaron Carter was Dream Street. Do you remember Dream Street?
That sounds very familiar. Let me look up Dream Street. Is it like a boy band?
Yes. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter.
Oh, I remember Dream Street, bro. Holy shit. That was Jesse McCarthy, right?
Was it McCartney or is it
Jesse McCartney or McCarthy, wasn't he in it? On. I think he was in it. Dream Street.
My poor mother having to deal with sitting there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Jesse McCartney was in Dream Street. Holy shit!
Wow. Look at that.
What a
Cream Street.
Cream Street.
Alrighty. So let me go through some of my notes.
Yeah, hit him.
So yeah, my first note was, oh no, with the language. But then the prison psychologist says, and what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. And the whole group of prisoners just starts going dun 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 dun. Hey. Anyway. Then Mr. Anderson, you got your obvious Matrix reference.
So I did that all the time. Mr. Anderson, welcome back.
I loved the video you sent me where Connery walks into the elevator and then it cuts to Diamonds Are Forever. Brilliant.
Yeah, because the way he looks at him, but it looks like he's like, I'm in the wrong movie. He's like, where'd he come from? You know?
He's wearing a similar suit too.
Yeah. I wanted to cut it more. It didn't work, but like I wanted to cut it where like he's going to the elevator and then it's like, who is your floor and all that, but it didn't work for the scene. So I was like, just have him already, because like if you listen to the video again, I use the audio from Anderson tapes.
Yes.
When he's going up, and it matches perfectly. So like the elevator sounds similar, but there's music playing in Diamonds. But, yeah, we'll probably post that on Instagram or something so you guys can see that.
Punch it in, Dylan. What else do I got? I got F word, man. They fucking use the F word way too much in this
Hard,
movie.
man. Yeah.
But as we say, it is used comedically, and at a certain point, you kind of get over it.
I mean, I feel like, I don't want to sound what's the word I'm looking for?
Homophobic.
Not homophobic, but like unaware. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't fucking know. But is that like still super derogatory? Because I feel like is it on the same level as the N-word? I'm just curious. I'm kind of curious.
Let's establish right now, neither you or I are gay, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm not saying for me to use it. I'm just saying what's the level of it these days?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I think if you or I were to say it in a mean way to a homosexual person or anybody, that is wrong. John, you know what? Should I just call my gay brother?
No, we don't just bother him.
Because I've heard him use the word, but not like throwing it around like. It's not. You wouldn't. I don't know if you would hear. He wouldn't call another gay person that as a term of endearment the same way the N-word might be used. Forgive us. We are not fit to have this conversation.
Right.
But I think in the context of this movie, it's meant as like the lightest of insult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's basically in this movie it's used in the same way as like fat is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they might as well just be calling him fat. You know? Literally one letter away. But it's like that's how harmlessly he takes it as well. You know what I mean? Like the only reaction he really gives to being called it is he rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
You know? When the doorman says that, he's like, oh. Like, oh, gee, of course. Come on.
Yeah.
But then you get the moment where he's taking, he's asking for samples for what the residents want to do the hallways, and he opens the door and there's another gay man who looks like one of the deadly twins from Octopussy.
Yeah.
But then, of course, because they're both gay, they've got to have a flirting moment, and he like gets invited in, so of course they probably have sex or whatever. You know?
Oh yeah, something like that.
Come to decorate your halls.
And not a moment too soon.
Thank you.
So I don't know what the status of that word is, to be honest.
Yeah,
I can't properly say that, but I think in the context of this movie, it's really just it's as harmless as just going like, yeah, the fat guy there.
Yeah.
Like that's still harmful to be like that fat guy. But
yeah, it's still mean, but like, yeah, it just hits different, you know. Especially with the, I always get confused. It's always so weird because then you talk about the classic in England what a cigarette is called.
Yeah.
Then it's like, because there's no like slang for something like that, like a beverage that's the N-word. You know what I mean? It is a
oh
weird.
My God!
You know what I mean?
Hey, barkeep, give me and my friend Mario here a couple of N-words. And
like,
hey, you better go strong on those pores.
Yeah, I was like, what? Oh man, but yeah, just an honest question. I'm kind of like, what's the level of that word these days?
Have you boys? I've noticed you guys swerving. Have you had something to drink? Oh, just a couple of light N-words.
Yeah,
they weren't strong. I promise.
Not a couple. That wasn't that bad. But yeah. Anywho, let's not talk too much about these derogatory terms. I should have brought it up, but I was just Connery curious about it.
No, you made a valid point though. It's like
it's like what's the level of that word to these days, and if is it like still? Because again, I've heard homosexual people also reference that a lot. They're kind of like oh you F word, whatever, and it's obviously okay for them to say it, but like yeah.
I've brought up the point that I think the whole ethos of MAGA is, well, how come they get to say the N-word and I don't?
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole energy that powers MAGA. It's just they don't understand why they can't say the N-word. And when they hear an African-American person use it, they get thoroughly frustrated. Like, I just want to say it so badly. I want to say it. I want you to be my friend.
That's it.
So yeah, I can't really say what the status of that word is. I don't know. I hope I don't have to cut out this whole bit.
We'll see how it looks.
No, it should be fine. You know what? I'm just gonna keep covering it because I want to cover some of my notes, but I don't know where we are exactly. Anderson taps crooked antique dealer Tommy Haskins, played by Martin Balsam, to go through the apartment building, identifying valuables and assess the potential loot. He brings in Edward Spencer, Dick Anthony Williams, to drive the getaway truck. The kid, Walken, will take care of burglar alarms and telephones. He tells Pops, who calls to ask if he can move in with Anderson, to stand by for a job. The mafia foists the thuggish Rocco Socks Pirelli, Val Avery, a psychopath who has become a liability to the mob, onto the crime team. As part of the deal, Anderson must kill him in the course of the robbery. Anderson sees the operation as complicated enough already, but goes along reluctantly. Okay, so we have covered it. I love Pop. Pop is great. But I also love Papa. What do you think of the Papa scene where Alan King goes to ask for advice from the head of the mafia, who is just bundled up there on his recliner?
That was the first thing I thought. I'm like, he looks so cozy.
That is the funniest scene in the movie. Alan King is just talking for his own amusement and ultimately comes away with like, yeah, Pop says the operation's a go.
Yeah. Yeah, he just was talking to himself. This dude didn't even know what year it was, and he's just like sitting there all bundled up. I thought that was very sweet, but he looked so cozy. That's how Bo looks every day. He just bundled up like a little Eskimo. He's adorable. But yeah, that was great. But I thought the dude was gonna die or something. Like, is there gonna be something? I'm like waiting for something intense to happen, like he's gonna like kill the father or something like that. No, he's just talking to himself. He's like, all right, you said it was good.
He's just old. He's got severe dementia. He's just, Bob. He's got kids. He's 32. He's got kids of his own now.
This is like what? Like it's crazy.
And he doesn't say a word after that.
Yeah,
it's such a funny scene. This movie is very funny.
It is, yeah. It's got some fucking great comedy in it, and like it's not meant to be. I mean, it's not really meant to be a comedy. Like, what's it marked as? It's a crime thriller,
crime
right?
film.
Like,
yeah, Wikipedia's got it as a crime film.
Yeah, but it is
Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb listed as a thing. They don't really list genres. It doesn't seem. So. Oh, genre: action, crime, thriller.
Thriller night.
But yeah, there's a lot of good comedy in this movie.
A lot of good comedy.
So that about brings us to the robbery. So should I just finish the Wikipedia?
Yeah, hit it.
Okay. The operation proceeds over a Labor Day weekend. Disguised as a Mayflower moving and storage crew, the crooks cut telephone and alarm wires and move up through the building, gathering the residents as they go and robbing each apartment. Pops plays concierge, there's the word, while the real one is bound and gagged in the cellar. Jerry Bingham, Scott Jacoby? Why does that name sound familiar? Oh my God, he plays Bad Ronald in Bad Ronald. Why do I feel like we've... Well, in 1991, Scott Jacoby is in Son of Darkness 2, To Die For.
Oh. That was in the episode of The Golden Girls.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Son of Darkness, To Die For 2. There we go.
Damn.
But you know what that makes me think of? If darkness had a son, here I am. His name is Scott Jacoby. All right, so Jerry Bingham, the son of two residents is a paraplegic and asthmatic who is left behind in his air-conditioned room. Using his amateur radio equipment, he calls up other radio amateurs based in other states who contact the police. The alarm is thus raised, but only after resolving which side callers or emergency services should take the phone bill. That was pretty funny as well.
That was hilarious.
Okay. As the oblivious criminals work, the police array enormous. As the oblivious criminals work, the police array enormous forces outside to prevent their escape, and send a team in via a neighboring rooftop. In the shootout that follows, Anderson kills Socks, but is himself shot by the police. The other robbers are killed, injured, or captured. Pop gives himself up while covering for the others by putting all the blame on Socks. Having never adapted to life on the outside, he looks forward to going back to prison. Does he put all the blame on Socks? I think he blames everybody. Punch it in, Dylan. In the course of searching the building, the police discover some audio listening equipment, left behind by the private detective who was hired to check up on Ingrid. They track it to find Anderson in critical condition after having tried to escape. To avoid embarrassment over the failure to discover the robbery, despite having Anderson on tape in several surveillance operations, and since many of the recordings were illegal, each of the agencies order its tapes to be erased.
That might be the
end.
funniest scene in the whole fucking movie.
Yes.
Them, everyone's like, erase
Panicking,
it.
cover
Erase
your
it.
track.
Everyone's erasing it, man. I was like, and I think what a great last shot, which leads to the credits of
The
them.
tape just being
Tape
destroyed.
This fucking Anderson tape is gone. Although a part of me, now we're kind of skipping ahead, but like a part of me wanted that movie to end with you just see the blood dripping on the log when he's in the fireplace hiding in the apartment, and that be the end of like that. And then you still wipe the tapes, but like we'd be like, oh, maybe he just lived and he survived. You know what I mean? Because fuck, man, the fact that he made it all the way up there being shot
and climbed in a fucking chimney too.
like he was holding, like he was like fucking. I assumed
Holding
he was
himself up
like,
there.
yeah,
using
like
his body pressure.
Yeah, like his legs and his arms like against
like
the
he does
fucking...
in what Bond movie does
Goldfinger
he do that in?
when he's
Goldfinger,
when he's in the
yes.
cell, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, a part of me kind of wanted to end like that because like I was like, shit, man, they're not gonna catch him. I'm like, holy fuck! And then that's what they catch him with, and they hear him breathing on the fucking phone or on the microphone, and they fucking run back up and they grab him. I was like, son of a bitch, man! But it's still cool. Are we assumed he's dead?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that. Do you think he survives?
Because I mean, the way
It's
he
not
looks,
clear at all.
when they're lifting him up because they put him straight, which kind of reminded me of us moving the couches the other day at the studio, of like that. Stand him up, you know. He looks dead. I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think
But,
he might
like,
be.
but a
It's
part-
probably the better ending.
Yeah, because a part of me kind of hopes that like he survives and shit.
But then
like,
he's back in prison where the movie starts,
yeah, man.
which is fine.
Second movie in a row where we had a sort of ambulance stretcher ending where it's
Mario, second movie in a row where Sean Connery breaks into a safe.
like, oh fuck, that's true, man.
Yeah.
One is a hero and one is a villain, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I didn't make that connection either. Holy shit.
Heroes and villains, just see what you've done. That's a great Beach Boys song, if you've never heard it.
I might have.
There's several versions of it. There's one that's much longer. It's really, it's incredible.
Hell
it's a
yeah.
modular song, so you can like take it in different sections and put it in, like rearrange it. It's crazy. Okay, let me go through my notes. What do you think of the masks?
I thought they were pretty cool. They're kind of scary looking.
They're very scary looking.
But like they're very effective because I got a picture of them right here. Actually, I'm looking at. But like, yeah,
Yes.
you
Share your
almost. I just got the poster back up.
Oh yeah.
But like, but yeah, it just like it's so hard to see which is which, except for Christopher Walken. He's very much
Well,
there.
I feel
but
like you've gotten to know them at this point. You can kind of tell who is who.
I think Connery and Socks are kind of
I
like...
can tell them all. Martin Balsam is obvious. His hair is obvious, sticking out from behind the mask. He's got that big flow of hair.
Yeah, I'll try to fucking open it, motherfucker. There it is.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, just this is... I love this still right here of them. But see, it's kind of scary looking. But
Oh my god!
But yeah, look at that. It reminds
So
me.
scary looking.
It reminds me like a little bit of Michael Myers, but also reminds me of
Slipknot.
Yeah, a little Slipknot you got going on there. But also, what's the Bond movie? They have the wrappings.
Thunderball.
Thunderball, yeah, the wrappings on them too, and then like even. No, Diner, he didn't have. Did he have wrappings?
No, he had that fucking glow helmet.
I think at one point he was wrapped though, like early in the procedure. I forget. I haven't seen that one in a while. Oh, Diamonds too. They do. They have creepy masks too. But yeah, I think super creepy and like intense. Like
and Halloween 4, you get the wrapped up, bandaged face.
oh,
look.
true.
Only for a hot minute, but then you go back to one of the worst masks in the franchise.
Oh yeah, I agree. But yeah, man, I think they're fucking creepy. But man, watching this movie must have inspired so much because this reminds me of going into the video game realm, GTA 5. Because there's a lot of this that happens in GTA 5 online. Like they're still supporting the game like crazy. They had like bank heists, they do like different businesses, like different like things, but a lot of the bank heists are like this where you have to plan them out, and you got to get the van, you got to get the jumpsuits, you got to get the certain equipment, the certain masks, and you got to plan how you're going to get in. And like you can either go from the roof or you can go from like the side building. And I'm like, man, I wonder if this must be one of the most influential sort of heist movies. Because before this, what other heist movies do we have? Like, the Italian Job count? Italian Job is... What year's Italian Job? Let's see. Original...
And we'll get one in a couple of years with First Grade Train Robbery.
True. The original Italian Job came out in 1969. So I wonder if Italian Job was the first of its kind. Maybe there's more, but that's man. I want to watch that one for fun, man. Kane Curious.
I'm down. I've never watched it before.
Oh, it's so fun. Like if you see the, I think Jason Statham is Michael Caine's character.
Jason Statham is Michael Caine's character.
That's
He's a megalodon.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off there.
They're only supposed to blow up the bloody megalodon.
It's cool. And there was a reference to the old car in the beginning, but of course they used the newer Mini Cooper. That the new ones is so was the original one. They were advertisements for the Mini Cooper, It's the same thing with like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Like no one was buying that fucking car before. It was the thing. It was the worst designed car ever. You ever see a DeLorean in person?
Oh yeah, they're ugly.
And
they're as bad. They're like the Cybertrucks.
But like they were like Cybertrucks. But like they had the window, the most useless window ever. It's got a big window on it, but like there's a little opening, and that's the window that opens. Like let me show you a picture of it. This is DeLorean Curious. So, where is it? Yeah, right here. Here's a great thing. Open. Image a new tab. So, right here, look at the window, the door window. See the little black circle on the bottom? That's the window that opens.
What?
Not the whole thing. It's just that little thing, that little opening
What?
right here. That's the window.
What?
When you roll it down, it's just that little section.
Why?
Because DeLorean was on cocaine when he built this car. Yeah, look at it. That's the only thing that opens.
What the fuck?
And that's why it's one of the worst cars ever. But literally, Bob Zemeckis fucking saved this car because Back to the Future made it the most famous car in the world. but it was the worst. Genius design with the stainless steel. Those fuckers never rust. Every one you see on the road looks brand spanking new. But this silly, the window, man, is crazy. So it was like one of those cars where, like, as a kid, I was like, look, this guy can't even go to fucking McDonald's without opening the fucking door because he has,
Oh my god.
he can't
Oh
get,
my
you
God.
can't fit the iced coffee and like the Big Mac or whatever the fuck you're ordering through the fucking window.
That's amazing.
It's terrible, dude. It's a cool car,
That's
but like,
so awful.
but it's a gimmicky thing, man. It's like, hey, man, like, you know, there it is.
Oh
but
my god.
But man, I'll tell you, my favorite vehicle in this is got to be the little baby van they hide inside the truck.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, I was. Were you upset that they didn't get away? Like when that happens, when they like we're jumping forward at the end of the heist, they're escaping.
The van flips.
The moving truck fucking takes off. Boom, 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 boom. They're going at the police. They hit the police, but they just don't make it. And then they're opening the doors. I'm like, oh man, the van's gonna come out. And a cool shot of the van just fucking block. And I was cheering. I was like, fuck yeah, go, go, go. And then they fucking flipped and they didn't fucking make it. And man, probably the most convincing death scenes I've ever seen with Christopher Walken. He looked like a fucking corpse when he's laying there. But I'm like, man, I really wanted them to make it, dude. Like, it was so well thought out.
No, it wasn't well thought out, though. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, in retrospect.
It was fun to see it being planned and thought out at all. Like, it was fun to be privy to that.
Like,
But,
you know, what I thought they were going to do was the classic, like, go hide in a tunnel, and then the van drops in the tunnel, and they don't notice, you know? And then the van and the moving truck keeps going, and they're, like, going after them, but, like, the driver's got to, like, you know, ante up, but the fucking... the loot makes it, you know what I mean? That's what I thought they were gonna do. I'm like, oh, that'd be fucking sick. But then the payoff is so kind of flat with it. Everything just fucking falls apart. And I was like, well, shit, man.
Yeah, I was okay with them not making it. It didn't bother me.
At least go down a couple blocks. You know what I mean? It was so fast.
It's so emblematic of films from the 70s. Because in the 70s, they're just like, whatever, how do we end this movie? Just fucking kill everyone.
Yeah. Like,
life doesn't work out sometimes, you know?
life doesn't work out. Sometimes bank heists don't work.
Hey, shit goes wrong, you know? Sometimes he's not paying attention.
Not everyone can pull that off, bro.
So, like, all of this shouldn't have happened. That's it. He should have got laid, and gotten the fuck out of there.
That's
Simple as that.
Yeah, man.
So
insane.
Yeah.
You got any more notes?
Yeah, I do. I got some.
Yeah, I don't got much more. I did have a couple notes about the sort of hostages were really fun. Like, there's many colorful characters with, like, that old lady that was, like, you know, with the tea and everything. The kid, man, the little sick kid with the fucking Dr. No radio in his fucking closet, bro.
Right.
Like, it's like, he's so smart. It's like, what am I gonna do? I'm just a kid. I'm sick. All the windows are locked, whatever. I can't get out of here. And he fucking leaves. He's like, I got my fucking Dr. No radio in the fucking closet. I'm gonna call the cops right now, bro.
I love how when they pop the lock up, he's like, terrific.
Yeah.
And then the cops...
He's so
like,
into it, yeah.
I thought it was terrific. And the cops are like, this is amateur shit, dude. We'll show you how you really do it. So that kid probably goes on to be a cop.
Oh yeah, that kid goes on to be the fucking Inspector Gadget or something.
So you brought up the guests. All right, I got one note and then I'll talk about it. So the flash forwards are brilliant. The flash forwards of talking to the tenants, excuse me, like getting their stories of what happened, and each time you see a body being removed from the scene. But there's so much happening. Each time they cut back, you're like, it could be the same body, it could be a different body. But either way, it just lets your mind start rolling of like, someone's not making it out of this heist. It could be Socks, because they said to kill Socks, but who knows? Is this more than one person coming out, or is this just a different angle? Like, what's going on here? Okay, so my next note. I love the old lady's excitement. Ooh, it's a burglary! So, one of those old women is Judith Lowry. She was most notably in the off-Broadway production of The Effects of Gamma Rays on Man in the Moon Marigolds.
Whoa.
Of course, as you know.
Common knowledge.
We both saw that. Do you know who her... That was Miss Hathaway, and her roommate, Miss Kaler.
Oh, for God's sake, take them all away. I'm tired of them.
Your father gave you those.
My father was one first-class son of a bitch killer, as you well know. Oh.
Does Miss Kaler look familiar to you at all?
Miss Kaler. Hold up. I gotta look at this.
I'll give you a hint. It was one of the final roles of this actress's career. But early on...
Miss Kaler. Oh, wait, which one was Miss Kaler?
Maybe 30 or so years before. She had quite a bit of success in a role.
It's the woman with the... she had like a red checkered something on. I think. It's not the super old woman, it's the other woman, right?
No, it's the other one that lives with her.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah. Oh, was she...
I'm just gonna let you get it. I've been making you do a lot of guessing on this episode.
Was she, like, she looks familiar.
Are you looking at her IMDb picture?
I'm looking at the picture of her as a character.
Yes.
Hold on, let me look at her. I'm not looking at her IMDb. So what was your hint? She's a very famous...
She's in a very, very famous film about 30 years before this.
30 years.
A little over 30, maybe like 32 years. 32, 33.
Oh, is she... No. Is she the Wicked Witch?
She is.
That's the Wicked Witch. Holy shit.
That's the Wicked Witch of the West. That's Margaret Hamilton.
I just saw her face turn green. I says, fuck, that's her. That's sick.
That's Margaret Hamilton in one of her final films.
Wow. That's her wow, really?
One of them.
Yeah, what was her very final one?
Let's see. Margaret Hamilton final film role was Journey Back to Oz as Auntie M.
Really?
Yeah, it's an animated film. Huh.
Oh, interesting. I remember her being on an episode of, I think it's in here. Oh, yeah, it's in there. Mr. Rogers. She showed up as
the witch.
As the witch. It was fucking dope. It was like a crazy crossover. I was like, wow. Well, I think she just came on just to teach kids that I'm just playing a character. I'm not really a witch and stuff like that. That's cool, man. Holy shit. I would have kept going with life not knowing that the Wicked Witch of the West was in the fucking movie with Sean Connery.
Right.
That's heavy.
Labor Day weekend. I love that the computer that the police use to bring up the image of socks is called the Randomatic.
Randomatic.
Sean Connery opens a safe. Real quick, I've got a few notes left, but do you mind if I take a Connor pee?
Sure.
Okay, cool. All right, and we're back.
We're back.
So as I was using the restroom, I was thinking about this film, and it's interesting. So he's in jail. Duke is in jail for 10 years, which means he supposedly goes in 1961. He comes out in 1971, and this film is also about the paranoia of surveillance. You know, he's noticing that he's being watched on security cameras, and there's televisions everywhere, and things are being recorded everywhere. And he's not thrilled about it. It bothers him. And here we are, 53 years later, recording our thoughts about this, surrounded by recording devices at every given moment. Here's another recording device. It's listening to us. I'll say, "Hey Siri," and it acknowledges that I'm talking to it.
Yeah.
And now here we are 53 years later, recording, surrounded by devices that are constantly recording and listening to us. We're speaking our thoughts on this film, and we're hoping that somebody will listen to it. It's the exact opposite of the sentiment of this film.
Crazy.
Like, or at least the sentiment of the main character of this film is like, there's too much recording, and it's going to be, like, it bothers me. But like, the heroes of this film are saved by recording and communication and taping, and you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
these things kind of come together to save the day. It's interesting because, especially in 1971, you see these people using computers, actual computers, with monitors on their desks, and they're pretty advanced for 1971. When you look at, I don't know, it's just interesting how far we've come and how completely on the other side of the spectrum
Yeah.
some of us are. I mean, obviously you have people that don't want to be recorded, like that woman in the donut shop that J.D. Vance went into.
She saw the Anderson tape. She was like, "Fuck that! Yeah, how about that?"
And not at any point does anyone on his team think maybe we should stop recording altogether.
Yeah, right. They're just like, let's keep it going. We're here anyways. Might as
Maybe we
well.
should go to a shop where they wouldn't mind being recorded.
Yeah, seriously.
It's just interesting. We're on the opposite side of that here as you and I speak into a recording, pre-recorded devices that we will sync up later.
Yes.
Anyway, so I guess I'll whittle away the rest of my notes real quick.
All right.
I've got a few left. So at 1:19:43, punch this in, Dylan. 1 hour, 19 minutes, 43 seconds. There's just a random shot of an ambulance with two paramedics. One is standing outside of the ambulance smoking, and the other is like coming out of the back. And he's holding a bloody pillow.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
was
mean
that
I don't mean that
about?
like English. Like, he's holding a bloody pillow. Like, he's literally holding a pillow that is bloody. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, whose pillow is that? I was like, what was the point of that, bro?
It's weird and random, but
Yeah.
thought I'd make a note. Were you say something?
Oh no, I was wondering if like maybe that was a deleted scene, maybe like something they forgot to cut out. I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was very strange as well.
As they're robbing the kid, Martin Balsam notes that one of the coins that the kid has is a double eagle. And they question what a double eagle is, and Martin Balsam just laughs it off as like, "Oh, you're too stupid to know what a double eagle is." Well, I didn't know what a double eagle was. It sounds like a golf shot. So, the Liberty Head Double Eagle, or the Coronet Double Eagle, is an American $20 gold piece struck as a pattern coin in 1849, and for commerce from 1850 to 1907.
Oh,
So it was $20 worth of gold at the time. Now let's see what it's worth today. Double Eagle worth today. Oh, just $2,600.
oh, jeez.
Yeah, $2,700, $2,800. Yeah, so quite a bit of money. The kid was doing well.
For real.
Anyway, the police reveal is amazing. Of the chief just walking by with the newspaper, and he gives someone guff. He's like, "Why? Return this to the officer whose car I took it from, and then ask him why he had it in his car, business or pleasure." Like, dude, it's a newspaper. Relax. But that reveal where he walks by and it's complete silence, and then you just see the force. Wow, what a reveal!
Remind me a little bit of Blues Brothers. Have you seen the Blues Brothers? Yeah, like the end of it.
We talked about this in Just Cause.
Just Cause. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
when they jump in the bridge. All these movies are blending together now.
Oh yeah.
Like, twice now we've confused Bond films. My last real note, the desk on the lobby of the building. Do you see how that desk opens and how the wood is shaped and it's a giant gate on the desk?
Oh, yeah.
And it's so fucking satisfying visually. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So visually satisfying. That's
is.
my last real note. My final real note is Diane Cannon, but we can get into that in the sexy rating.
Okay.
So, what else do you got? You got any more notes, bud?
I mean, that's basically it, man. Yeah, like, this is a movie I really did enjoy seeing, because this is my first time seeing it. You've seen it before, right?
I saw this. I was listening to the James Bond and Friends podcast when Connery passed, and this is one that one of their podcast members had recommended, and they gave a brief description. I'm like, that sounds interesting, and my local library had it, so I borrowed it, and since got the DVD for myself. I like this film a lot.
All right, yeah, well, a great recommendation. Yeah, I think I had a great time watching it, but we'll talk about that in our...
I'm sorry. My last note. It was actually one of my first notes because he's in the credits, but he doesn't show up till later in the movie. Garrett Morris from Saturday Night Live as Sergeant Everson, who has to climb the building.
Oh yeah.
And then zip line across.
Yeah.
And he burns his hands, and he's the one that leads the charge down the building.
That's
And
right.
is, like, trying to unlock each door, and it's pretty tense. And his radio's not working. So that's Garrett Morris from the very first cast of Saturday Night Live. He also is the first actor to play Ant-Man in live action.
Really?
Yes.
Holy
There's
shit.
a Saturday Night Live skit from the first or second season where the guest host is Margot Kidder, and Bill Murray plays Superman, and it is basically, what if Lois and Clark had a friends get-together?
Oh, okay.
And Dan Aykroyd plays the Flash, Belushi plays the Hulk.
What?
And Garrett Morris shows up as Ant-Man.
I've never seen this.
Yeah.
I'll
shoot it over to you right now.
Hell yeah. But all right, guys at home, this is the part of the show where we do our full ratings of the film. We rate the film itself, the man himself, and of course, if the SH's the sexy rating and the musical score of the film. And this is going to be a fun one to discuss. So, Dylan, shall we start off with the SH rating?
We shall. Do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. Why not? Yeah, we didn't touch a lot on Connery's performance in this movie, but we will now.
Yeah.
When it really starts, that kind of creepy opening monologue, you're like, oh, is he trying an American accent here? It sounds like he's trying it, but he can't help but hit his Scottish accent, I feel. But
there's a line in the movie that he's having trouble dealing with immigration. So he's not an American citizen.
Okay, so that makes sense. Good cover up, Sean. Good cover up. But yeah, it's either way, it's still early. It's early Connery still. It's in the 70s, so it's not that. It's early 70s, 71. So it's not really there. I'm willing to give it maybe a 2. I hear it sometimes, but not a lot.
I'm going to go below you. I'm going to do a 1.75.
Ooh.
I didn't really hear it much either.
Yeah, not really there.
Yeah. So let's move on to our sexy rating, huh?
Oh, man. Okay.
So, as I said, my last real note was Diane Cannon, who looks phenomenal in this movie.
Oh, my God.
And the way that this film is shot to emphasize her sexiness is incredible.
That shot of her when the elevator opens and you see her face for the first time, I was like, I think I'm in love. You know what I mean?
I haven't been late in over 10 years.
10 years?
Well, 10 years, 3 months, 8 days. Yeah, shit.
And then the following shot where she's leading him into the apartment and he's slowly undressing her, and little by little the camera goes down so you don't see any of it. That is way sexier than showing it. Oh my lord.
Oh yeah, it was good, man. So like, because like Connery doesn't look super sexy, no hairpiece,
No. He looks good in this, I think.
But I think he still looks good. I would have. I think. I think he would have brought the sexy rating for Connery himself up a little bit if he had the facial hair. I love him in the beard, dude. When he has a beard, he looks fucking awesome. But yeah, I mean, I still think he looks pretty darn good. But she's freaking gorgeous, man. It's just like it's just a sexy heist movie, man. I'm fucking into it, bro. But I think for that, I think her alone is a 10, but adding it with the movie, I'll probably give it like 8.5.
8.5. All right. Well, Mario, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna go below you again.
All right.
I'm gonna give it an 8. 11. Love you, bud.
Woo. Love you too. Oh, it is 11. Gracious. Time flies when you're having fun talking about Connery.
Indeed, and doing 2 podcasts in a night.
Yeah. Whew. But all right, yeah, that's fair, man. I like the 8.
It's very sexy.
Yeah, it's very.
It's
up
a very
there,
sexy film.
Sexiest film we've seen in a long time, I feel.
Yeah. I'm looking through our ratings here. What's the next sexiest film? Wrong is right. You gave it a 9.5. What?
Because Connery looks sexy as fuck in that movie.
He does look good.
He looks awesome.
First Night, we both gave a 9.5. The Rock, we gave a 9.
I gave Wrong is Right a lot of high scores, I feel.
First Grade Train Robbery.
Oh,
I gave it a 10. You gave it a 9.
Yeah, that's your favorite. All because of the smile that he gives.
Oh yeah, that smirk. The whole cast is sexy. Also, quick aside. 1, rest in peace, Donald Pleasance. Not Donald Pleasance. I'm sorry, Donald Sutherland. Excuse me, Donald Sutherland. Rest in peace, Donald Sutherland.
Rest in peace.
We lost him recently.
That's that.
But also, my brother and sister and I were going through the Mission Impossible films, and we watched Dead Reckoning.
Nice.
The train sequence at the end starts the same way that the First Great Train Robbery starts. They hide Donald Sutherland in a box and sneak him on the train.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Granted, it's not a high-tech box, and he's got a dead cat in there.
And doesn't. Which movie does Connery jump on top of the train?
The First Great Train Robbery.
So that's like that too. Holy
Exactly.
shit. Fuck, man.
Yeah. Anyway.
Side note. Totally side note. Did you see the Tom Cruise like Olympic thing?
I did, yeah.
Was that kind of cool?
That was pretty cool.
It's like that's how they introduce America. We're going to America next year. Tom Cruise is taking the flag.
Not next year, but 4 years, right?
Oh, 4 years, yeah. But like, I hope they do the continuity where he's still on the motorcycle and he has the flag still. You know what I mean? They have to open it up. Oh, stay alive a few more years, Tom. Come on.
Man, America's so big. It took me 4 years to get here.
It took him 4 years.
I haven't stopped.
He had to push.
Literally, they've kept a car that fills me up with gas so I don't stop.
No, the bike literally ran out of gas when they left Paris, and he was pushing the bike the whole way, and they gassed up right outside the Olympics. He's like, okay, I'm gonna ride it now. He's all dirty. But anyways,
he has hairs like 3 feet long.
Yeah, like twigs coming out of him and shit. Like Forrest Gump when he was running.
His clothes are all torn.
A bear attacked him. He hasn't eaten, so he's like super skinny.
We both said bear at the same time, but it was different bears.
Bear.
All right, so shall we move on to the musical score?
Oh, I'm so excited to talk about this, man.
Let's talk about the musical score by Mr. Quincy Jones.
Oh, Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
It's like, say this is how the movie gets its mojo, baby.
Yeah.
Kiss him on the cheek. Yeah, baby. But yeah, that music, as soon as the fucking first needle drop hit, man, with the music, I'm like, oh fuck yeah. This is what I want in a movie. Just like cool music. Just simple you're watching Christopher Walken walk around, and
Grooving.
you know, taking the pictures and stuff, and it's just like, and like they fucking utilize the fuck out of that staircase, that spiral staircase.
Oh, what a beautiful shot!
Like with the cops at the end, but also
Yeah.
with Walken like
Yeah.
up there, and for like with that funky music, man, that shit was fucking dope.
But do we want to talk about the rest of the soundtrack where it's not dope?
Yeah, so I'll hit that. So, like, I'll say flat out, the Quincy Jones stuff is a fucking 10.
Yes.
It's so fucking good. But unfortunately, if we're counting the bleeps and bloops and the fucking... like,
Which is part of the score.
It's a part of the
Because
fucking
some of it's very
score.
melodic. Some of it
Yeah.
is very melodic beeps and boops.
And like it works, but like man, if like I would love to see a remastered version with like, you know, different audio, like not different audio, but like I think
Just
the
not
audio
as loud
works.
and harsh.
Yeah, just take that line and put the volume down a couple decibels.
Yeah.
Just fucking fix that, man. AI can do it, you know. Like there's so many fucking plugins. Like, you know, fuck, I was looking at a plugin the other day on Logic. You know, you can with AI you can separate any fucking MP3 into all different fucking guitar and drums and everything. Fucking take Anderson tapes, cut out the fucking bleeps and bloops, and fucking just take it down, bro. And I think it works because it's very like it adds an anxiety which you're supposed to feel. Because like, you know, you're being watched and shit. That's the sound of Big Brother watching.
The paranoia. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
It's
like
well
that
executed.
aspect. I love that aspect of it, but it's just too. I feel like Huey Lewis in Back to the Future. You're just too darn loud. You know, I'm like, fuck it. Just take that down. So I think, unfortunately, that kind of pulls Quincy Jones's like 10 down a little bit for me, but not
I
that
agree.
much.
I agree.
I'm not going to let it ruin it for me though. So I'm going to give it a 9.75.
Oh my God! Wow, that's
Because Quincy Jones was it was too dope. I can't fucking say no to that, man. That's like a fucking John Williams in this fucking movie. I can't turn down a legend, dude. Quincy Jones, and we have the same birthday, so I can't be fucking mad.
all right. Well, I'm gonna bring my score up from a 7 to a 9.
Nice.
You've convinced me. Because
Nice.
yeah, even honestly, even the bleeps and the bloops, they work for what they are. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
but it's-
like that shot where or the sequence where Connery is checking all four sides of the building, and you just get
Drives
like
me
squelching synthesizer, but it works. Like it works in the context of the scene, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with a 9.
All right.
You're beating me on all the ratings of this film. I think you may have liked it more than me.
Maybe this was my first time. You've seen it before, so
I have, yeah.
you were probably you knew the finish. I'm in wrestling mode.
I knew it
you
wasn't
knew
my
the
first
end.
time, Mario. I know how we finish.
Oh yeah, we know how we finish. But like, yeah, so like, yeah, my first time, and I'll say it now. This is gonna be a movie I watch again and again. I'm gonna watch this again, dude.
Same.
I'm gonna watch this shit again, dude. It's so fucking good. I hope we do a commentary track of this movie.
I'm down. Let's do a
Because
commentary for
that
this.
shit is fucking good, dude. Holy shit, love
So what
it.
are you giving it for a film rating?
Oh, for a film. Oh, yeah, for a movie for film. All right. Yeah.
Forgive me. I thought you had already. I thought you were
I wasn't
like
ready. I
naturally-
was like-
I thought you were naturally transitioning into
No,
it.
yeah, because I was like, wait, did we forget something? No. Yeah, dude, film. Oh man, do I do it? Oh, do I do it?
Are you gonna do it?
What's the last? Is this gonna dethrone? It might come close. Is it gonna dethrone Indy?
Are you giving it a 10?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
I'm not
really-
giving it a 10.
I fucking really like this movie, man. I think 10 is too generous,
I think it is too.
but it's not far off because it's fucking good. I'm gonna give it a fucking 9. I don't give a fuck. I'm giving it a
Damn.
9, dude. I thought this movie was fucking dope. It's fucking, it's like it's a classic heist, man. Everyone looks like a fucking $1,000,000, and it's just like, just the characters are great, and I think Connery's great, which we'll get to in a second. But fuck it, man. 9, tremendous.
9. Wow.
Tremendous.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
You're beating me on everything here. I love this movie. This is a very good movie.
But why does it not deserve a 9 in your eyes?
Ah, 8.5. 8.5.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to like come up with a good justification for it. It's really good. I do think like the language gets a bit much.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
The dynamic of the kept woman thing is a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There's things I don't love about the movie, but none of them take it down so much that I would never watch it again. I will watch this movie again. I'm down to do a commentary for it.
Yeah, I think.
And I think maybe if we did a commentary, I'd be able to better point out and be like, yeah, this is something I don't like. This is something that could have been done better. So.
Okay.
But I think 8.5 is still really damn good.
Sure.
It puts us at an average of 8.75. It's a passing grade. That's a damn good grade for one of these movies.
I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. But
All
next
right.
comes the even more important one, the man himself, Sean Connery. What's the rating for Sean Connery, man? I think he's good. I think he's really good in this. But a lot of the things that make this movie good are not because of him, but because of the people around him.
This is a stellar cast.
That's what makes this movie good, man. It's like, it's what makes a heist movie good. It's you got to have those colorful characters that are so, like, memorable, and, just with...
I think the most memorable character is the most colorful one. I think it's Martin Balsam.
Yeah,
I think he steals the show.
Dude, when it, like that, when we talk about like him, like kind of surrendering, like when
Yeah.
he's like, I gotta go, and he's,
I'm sorry.
I can't finish this, and then
Yeah.
when the cop is like, we're gonna book him, and he just looks at Tommy and he's doing this. He has his hands up, like,
Book him.
book him, like
I love the chief. The chief is great.
The chief was crazy, yeah, he was
is
awesome.
so no nonsense.
But man, but the team of Tommy, fucking the kid, Christopher Walken playing the kid, and Pop, Pop with the comedic relief of it's like, you see anything, Pop? You see anything on the monitors? I don't see nothing. It's like he's fucking like, go, don't ask questions, go fucking lock the doors. Oh, okay, he's wobbling over. It's just fucking stellar cast, man. So much fun. Again, Diane Cannon, beautiful woman. Solid fucking movie, man. Solid.
But how about the gentleman we do this podcast about?
But with Connery, man, I think he's good. But it's like in the movies I've seen him in a lot better, better stuff. Not saying he's bad in this, but I've had more cool performances seen here. I'm going to give him 8.5.
Mario, this is going to be the first one where I rise above you in this.
Oh.
I'm giving him a 9.
Let's go.
I think he's great in this. This is the same year as Diamonds Are Forever. Keep that in mind.
Dude, he looks younger in this than he did in Diamonds.
He wants to be here. He is loving this role. He is loving the story. He is loving being part of this filmmaking process. And he clearly loves working with Sidney Lumet.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because the next film he does is with Sidney Lumet. He does The Anderson Tapes, then he does Diamonds Are Forever, and then The Offense.
Hell yeah.
So,
what a run.
And then 2 years after that, Murder on the Orient Express.
What a run, bro.
Yeah. And
Holy.
then 6 years before this was The Hill.
Fuck.
So.
Crazy to think that, man.
Yeah. So I'm giving him a 9
Hell
for the
yeah.
Anderson Tapes. Alrighty, so let's go through our averages here. Our average SH rating is a 1.88. Okay. Our average sexy rating is an 8.25. This is a horny movie. It's a very, very
yes.
attractive film. Our average musical score is a 9.38. Quincy Jones is awesome.
Quincy Jones.
I want this soundtrack on vinyl.
Yeah, I gotta find it, dude.
Let me see if this exists. The Anderson tapes. Vinyl soundtrack.
Yo, even be poetic. The Anderson tapes on tape.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't look like it. Huh. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Please do.
The theme is on Spotify, but I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so our average musical score is a 9.38. Our average film rating is an 8.75. We're coming back to this one, I think. I think we should definitely do a commentary for this one.
Oh, absolutely.
And our Sean rating is also an 8.75. Wow, we reversed our ratings. You gave him an 8.5, and I gave the film an 8.5. You gave the film a 9, I gave him a 9. So both are an 8.75. This is a pretty good movie. And he's pretty damn good in it.
Hell yeah.
So I think we've covered the Anderson tapes now.
That was the Anderson tapes, and that only means one thing.
Whose turn is it? It's your turn. It's your turn.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's been it's definitely been a while since I remember spinning it. So I'm
It's your
pull it
turn.
up right now. It's your turn. Yes.
It's your turn.
I gotta find it. But yes, guys, this is when we go over to wheelofnames.com to spin the magical Wheel of Curiosities. But I'm gonna
Filled
check
with
this.
Sean Connery's dehydrated blood in powdered form.
Powdered.
That's why you hear it go.
Let's see. I think this is right. This is not right.
We still got some films up there?
We got a bunch.
Oh, boy.
Hold on. A bunch. Did we do Name of the Rose?
Yes.
Name of the Rose. Did October. Did Anderson
Yeah.
Tapes.
Yeah.
Prince of Thieves.
Yep.
Yes. Off. Thunderball. Absolutely.
Boy,
Time
this one
Lock.
hasn't been updated in a while.
Yeah. Did we not save it? Usually I try to load it
It seems
on
to
the
happen
thing.
every time we reload the page. Some of them come back.
Let me just double check. So Entrapment.
Nope.
Hell Drivers.
Nope.
Highlander 2.
Nope.
Just Cause.
Yes.
We did Just Cause.
We did Just Cause.
Lilacs in the Spring.
No.
Marnie.
No.
No Road Back.
No.
On the Fiddle.
No.
Presidio.
No.
Red Tent.
No.
Time Bandits.
That's it? That's all we've got left?
That's all we got
And
left.
Sir Billy. Oh, wait.
We took it off because
Oh, shoot. I haven't added it to the page yet. Are we doing, what's the one about the Titanic?
A
Night to Remember.
I'm gonna add that right now.
Yes.
A Night to Remember, and I'm gonna hit save. So we save it to the Curiosity. So boom, it should be saved because I'm on the
Rotten
Connery
Tomatoes, it has a
thing.
score of 100%.
Oh, we're gonna fucking love
Wow.
it then. But anyways, but let me start the spiel over again. But guys, that means we're going over to the Wheel of Curiosities to spin what film we're getting next, and I'm going to share my screen.
Share your screen.
I'm going to share my
Nicole and I have been
screen.
doing that recently. We've been doing baby voice to each other. I don't know why.
I do it. We have we have a special voice for Bo all the time. It's just so funny. I slip into it all the time when I'm talking to him. He's like, his voice is so fun. It makes no sense. Yeah, like sometimes he'll have a Western accent, but he's like, yes, I would like a tweet. Yes, very good, very good. That's his catchphrase. Very good. Very good. Very good. Oh, Trito. Yes, thanks, Dad. Very good. Very good. Anyways, I'm going to shuffle, Dylan, and you're going to tell me when to stop.
And stop.
All right. What do you
want?
want? What do you not want? Ooh.
Okay,
We're
I
in
could
the
go
same-
for Highlander too, because I'm looking forward to the double feature, and I'm looking forward to having Sean Murphy back.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to Time Bandits because I'm looking forward to the guests we have lined up for that, and I've heard fun things about the movie.
Yeah, I took a sneak peek because I saw it somewhere. I was looking for something. I forgot what, but I don't know where it is. Where HBO Max or something, and I happened to see Time Bandits. I'm like, is it the same Time Bandits that we're supposed to see? And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, it's a kids movie. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. So I can go for that. I still want to see Marnie.
Me too.
That's one I've been kind of like wondering about for a long time, and I think that's it. Yeah, I'm like give me Marnie, give me Time Bandits, and maybe give me Highlander 2, because I have a sneaking suspicion Highlander 2 is gonna be like the last one we do before Sir Billy, but I kind of want, I kind of don't want, but I don't know. I could take either or. There's nothing I don't want. I just at this point, hit me whatever you got, because we're dwindling to like the last few movies. It's crazy. 11 entries, bro. It's supposed to be 10 entries with the new one, and it's like it keeps growing.
Sorry to keep adding to it.
Yeah, we keep finding.
Well,
he was also in this.
if we clicked on A Night to Remember and it turned out it was like a really bad movie, then I would say let's just skip it. But when it's got 100% on
That's
Rotten
insane.
Tomatoes, near universal acclaim in the reviews, and is considered, besides the James Cameron one, like the Titanic film.
That's crazy.
So-
I never heard of it. It's insane.
I'm down to watch it.
So,
So-
all right, man.
So yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Watch
well,
you spin the wheel and somehow we end up on Sir Billy.
Oh,
It's like it wasn't even there.
it comes out of the middle of the fucking wheel and slides on.
Connery his mouth opens up and he like pukes it out onto the wheel.
So but okay. Well, with that being said, Dylan, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready
I'm so ready.
to spin?
The
Wheel.
wheel. Oh, want to do it like that?
All right. No, let's do it the way we normally do.
All right. Ready?
All right. The
Wheel
of Oh my God! Hey!
Entrapment.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna
Move
get the
that
final film of the '90s. Is this the final '90s film?
shit. I think
Yes,
so.
it is. Yep. Our
What year?
final. Oh no, the last one from the '90s. Is
Yeah, what year
Entrapment.
is it?
'99.
It is 99. Okay.
99. But other than that, we also have Highlander 2 from '91.
True.
So,
Okay.
We got
Nice.
two '90s films left.
All
Wow.
right.
All right. Entrapment is coming up next with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Let's
And
go.
another heist film.
Oh, let's go.
Look at
Really?
this.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm in for it, man.
Connections. We got 2 lock-picking films and then 2 heist films.
Fuck, man. That's crazy. But let the folks know at home. Where can we watch it, Dylan?
Oh, let's do a
'Cause I feel
little
like
search.
we always forget to do that. We're going to do it this week. There are people like, they never told me where to watch Murder on the Orient Express. I don't know where I can find it.
Okay, it's on YouTube Premium.
Cool.
That seems to be the only place it's currently playing. YouTube TV Premium.
Interesting.
So, but as usual, we will probably go to the library and get it from there.
Local library.
Oh, it's got Ving Rhames.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll probably forget that, and I'll remember it when I see the movie. I'm like, whoa.
And a guy named either Hari or Harry Dillon.
Goddamn. Harry
I'm
Dillon.
a Harry Dillon.
You're the Harry Dillon, yes.
I'm looking forward to this.
Hell yeah, me too, man.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. Entrapment. We may have a guest for this one.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Let's put that into the universe. Let's go, man. I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a good one.
Maybe
but yeah.
next time we won't be pre-recorded and have to sync it up.
Yeah, we'll hopefully be in person again. That'd be great. But okay, guys listening at home, people. Let me start that over. I'm like,
Hey,
guys, hey
people,
men.
guess what? We got to start. What? We gotta
Gotta
stop
start
making
people.
Guess
I showed
what?
I showed my friend Mike that video because he got a vasectomy. I'm like, you want to like? He was like nervous about it. I'm like, watch this video. And he's like, I don't know if this made me feel better or worse. I'm like, is the guy gonna come out and do a guitar solo for me?
Is he gonna cut my balls off with a fucking hedge clippers?
Yeah, right.
It's
Great
fun.
video.
That was a fun video.
Great
Thank you very
video.
much.
That's one of my favorite videos, like my favorite local videos of all time.
Thank
Like,
you
it's-
so much. I really appreciate
There's so
that.
so many good videos. But anyways, guys, back at home, let us know what you guys thought of this episode and what do you thought about the movie itself, man.
Should we do our where they can find us and all that good stuff?
Yeah, of course. You
We've got
guys
our
can
social
find us.
medias. Go ahead.
Yeah, hit us up on Instagram at Connery Curious and, of course, on YouTube at Connery Curious for all your Connery needs. And, of course, help keep the lights on by following us over on Patreon, supporting it, all the different tiers we have. We're dropping some really cool content over there with some really cool bonus episodes, commentaries, and much, much more. So be sure to
Video
help.
game play-alongs.
So many things. You should find out for yourself. Come over to Patreon. Find out what we got going on over there. But yeah, until then, you guys can follow me over at Friggin' Nerds Media at Friggin' Nerds on X, aka Twitter, and probably on Discord and everything else. And you can find Dylan at Titus Compositions.
Titus Compositions.
And Proving Ground.
And at the Proving Ground RI at Instagram or on Instagram. At the Proving Ground RI, at Titus Compositions. You can find all that good stuff. Come here into the Proving Ground, record a tune, film a music video, record a podcast. We've got all sorts of creative things going on here. We had a band in here just earlier this week doing some mixing on a bluegrass record.
Hell yeah. Is that Slowboat?
That's Slowboat, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I talked to them the other day about it. Very excited. Very excited.
It's sounding good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I got next time I come over, you got to show me what you got. Scott was like, ask Dylan to show you. I want you to hear it. But yeah. But anyways, guys, until then, we'll see you guys next week with Sean Connery in Entrapment. Until then, I've been Mario Lima.
And I've been Dylan Titus. And as always, folks,
stay curious. You've been listening to Connery Curious, a Titus Compositions and Friggin' Nerds Media podcast. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Connery Curious for updates, memes, and episode clips. You can also visit Dylan on Instagram at Titus Compositions to hear other podcasts and original music, watch music videos, or even pick up a great vinyl record. For more discussion about your favorite films, comics, and games, and a network for all things nerdy, visit me, Mario, at Friggin' Nerds Media. You can rate, review, and share the podcast in-app, which helps us grow the show and reach other curious Connerys out there. Thanks for spending time with us. Have a great day, and remember, stay curious.